Yo, bro, season 3.5 is finally here. You ready to hop on ranked? Let's get everyone in here. I can't start the match. I can't team up with my friends on the superhero team-based PvP shooter. A game with team-ups that requires communication? Wow. Thank you so much. For some odd reason, the game saw a lot of people complaining about matchmaking, playing with terrible people, or just playing with people who just aren't even meant to play the game at all. So they decided to make it so you can only play with 3 friends and eventually no longer trio queue later. Which I personally find very disappointing, especially in a game that requires this much communication, and especially if you want to run the actual team ups that the game has to offer. You're only logged to you and your 2 friends for that option. I also do want to say before I talk about anything else about matchmaking related, apparently they're going to drop a video later to address these rumors or pretty much say that EOMM doesn't exist in this game. I personally have no sides to say about this. I feel like regardless, you're just going to run into people who are just purposely throwing game or they're just not good at the game. So anyways though, while we're in the first week of release for Blade, it came to my attention that for some odd reason, a lot of people want to ban something that's new just for the fact that they don't want to see their teammates using it in ranked. I think that's a fucking stupid way of wasting a ban, but if you want to get this character out of the way, then go straight ahead. The only reason why I say it's a waste so far is because a lot of people aren't really good with this character at all. I actually felt so overjoyed when I went against people who just decided to bust out Blade just to sell their team. His anti-heal is very annoying. I feel like as time goes by, he'll eventually become a ban. I don't know if they're planning on fixing or doing anything about his lifesteal, because for me, that personally feels like the most underwhelming part about Blade. But besides that, I think that his character is very solid. Having an ultimate that could cut through support ultimates is just genuinely really good. So I'm not gonna dig on people for banning him, but I just think you should be doing it for the right reasons, if we're being honest. But you know, just looking past the characters like Blade and Black Panther, I also personally think that there's a character that hits for 100+ damage a shot, throws a stunning move or something like that, and just has an ultimate that homes people that you have to kill. But that's besides the point. Balancing wise though, with these new team ups and everything, Adam Warlock has become a demon. His ultimate is actually really fucking good now. Like, at bringing up the whole team at essentially full HP with shields is amazing. Adam Warlock and Luna Snow is just a really good combo now. Now, a character that has vanished in relevancy, or at least I think he should, is Rocket. His ultimate just gets instantly killed by anyone who has a brain. I think this just goes to show that Rivals has a way of bringing characters into relevancy into the meta and like actually making them really good. And I actually hope they do this for a lot of characters that are underappreciated later. And honestly though, I don't know about anybody else, right? But outside of most of the seasons, there's nothing that really strongly stands out, right? Obviously, there's some bands like Wolverine and I guess Black Panther if you really can't deal with him, right? But I feel like the characters aren't really that crazy this season. Personally though, I want to say this is one of the most balanced seasons I've been in. There isn't anything that's like strong as it is just annoying, so I'm not really gonna say too much about that. I actually kind of enjoyed the season. But back to comp though, I've tried the season, but I'm stuck in Diamond Hell, and honestly, I might get out sometime soon. I'm Diamond 1 right now. One thing that just needs to be stated, one player is not good enough to carry a whole team. Everyone needs to be on the same page to win games, which is why I'm against dropping people that you have communication with. Because for some odd reason, there's just a weird amount of people in ranked who choose Jeff, turn off voice chat, and turn off text chat so they don't have to see what anyone has to say about their pick. Which is fair. I hate listening to toxic people too, but at the same time, it'd be nice to communicate with you and tell you that this character might not be working in the game. People run from communication like I have baby oil in the back. I don't really understand why people don't like to talk to people. And with one less friend, I have one more enemy, so I'd like to at least talk to them and tell them that you're doing terrible. The only thing that keeps me sane at times is the avoid as teammate button, because thank God for that. But, you know, nowadays I just play ranked, and when I'm losing terribly, I just pretend I don't see half the shit that's happening on my screen. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like to subscribe, and thank you guys a lot for the love and support on the last video. I'll continue to try being consistent with these uploads because I tend to suffer on this game.